Welcome to Psalms from the Couch. Today we're in Psalm 10, a psalm for the days when God feels quiet, when injustice feels unchecked, and when the world feels like it's spinning faster than our hearts can keep up. This psalm teaches us that honesty with God is not irreverence, it's worship. Let's read Psalm 10 together. Why, O Lord, do you stand far away? Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble? In arrogance the wicked hotly pursue the poor. Let them be caught in the schemes that they have devised. For the wicked boasts of the desires of his soul, and the one greedy for gain curses and renounces the Lord. In his pride of his face the wicked does not seek him. All his thoughts are, there is no God. His ways prosper at all times. Your judgments are on high, out of his sight. As for all his foes, he puffs at them. He says in his heart, I shall not be moved. Throughout all generations I shall not meet adversity. His mouth is filled with cursing and deceit and oppression. Under his tongue are mischief and iniquity. He sits in ambush in the villages. In hiding places he murders the innocent. His eyes stealthily watch for the helpless. He lurks in ambush like a lion in his thicket. He lurks that he may seize the poor. He seizes the poor when he draws him into his net. The helpless are crushed, sink down, and fall by his might. He says in his heart, God has forgotten. He has hidden his face, he will never see it. Arise, O God, lift up your hand, forget not the afflicted. Why does the wicked renounce God and say in his heart, you will not call to account? But you do see, for you notice mischief and vexation, that you may take it into your hands. To you the helpless commits himself. You have been the helper of the fatherless. Break the arm of the wicked and evildoer. Call his wickedness to account till you find none. The Lord is king forever and ever. The nations perish from his hand. O Lord, you hear the desire of the afflicted. You will strengthen their heart. You will incline your ear to do justice to the fatherless and the oppressed, so that man, who is of the earth, may strike terror no more. Psalm 10 begins with a question many of us have whispered in our lowest moments. Why, O Lord, do you stand far away? Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble? This is Scripture giving us permission to say what we fear we're not allowed to say. Sometimes heaven feels silent, and in our limited understanding we feel frustrated at God's seeming lack of intervention in this broken world. Faith is not the absence of these questions. Faith is bringing these questions to God. It's okay to ask these hard questions. God is big enough to handle our honesty so long as we take care not to rush into answering our own prayers. David then describes the world as he sees it. The arrogant seem to prosper. The helpless feel hunted. The wicked feel untouchable. It's a picture that feels painfully familiar today. Systems that favor the powerful, voices that silence the weak, and a world that often doesn't look the way God intended it to be. But David doesn't merely complain. He observes the spiritual condition beneath the behavior. He says the wicked act as though God will not hold them to account. They say in their hearts, God has forgotten. He will never see it. It's the age-old lie that fuels injustice, the illusion that no one is watching. Yet, even in describing evil, David's heart quietly turns upward. He doesn't lose sight of who God is. He simply hasn't yet seen what God will do. This is important. Scripture lets us describe reality honestly, without surrendering our hope. Then David reaches a turning point. In verse 12, he says, Arise, O Lord, O God, lift up your hand. This is the moment when lament becomes prayer, not passive despair, but active appeal. David isn't withdrawing from God, he's calling God into the situation. He's saying, do what only you can do. And slowly the psalm shifts. David remembers the character of God, even when God feels distant. You do see. You note mischief and vexation. You are the helper of the fatherless. Those 3 words, you do see, are the hinge of the psalm. They are the line the weary heart must hold on to. David recognizes that God's justice might not be immediate, but it will be inevitable. He entrusts the situation to God rather than trying to carry what he cannot resolve. His confidence returns not because his circumstances have changed, but because his vision of God sharpened. The psalm ends with a declaration of hope and reassurance of God's ultimate victory. The Lord is King forever and ever. Not just when he feels close, not just when justice is visible, not just when prayers are answered quickly. He is King even in the silence. He is near even when hidden. He is working even when we cannot see. Psalm 10 shows us how to hold on to God when our emotions tell us he is far away, and how to root our hope in his character when his timing confuses us. Psalm 10 invites us to bring our confusion to God rather than letting it harden into distance. It reminds us that the silence of God is never the absence of God, and that what feels like delay to us is never forgotten by him. This psalm gives language to the ache of believing in a God we sometimes struggle to feel, and it gently restores our confidence by reminding us that the one who sees the helpless is the same one who acts on their behalf. When God feels far away, Psalm 10 teaches us to hold on to what is true, not just what is felt. Thank you for sitting here on the couch with me as we turned to this psalm. Keep leaning into the word that steadies your steps.